We know you have many choices for news. We thank you for choosing CBS 2. I'm Paul Majors.
And I'm Laura Diaz. The CBS 2 News at 6 with Harold Green and Ann Martin begins right now.
This is CBS 2 News at 6.
A trip to the market ends in tragedy. Someone ran over a woman in Orange County and left her to die. Good evening, I'm Ann Martin.
And I'm Harold Green. It's our top story here at 6. And the question is, who would hit a 62-year-old woman riding her bicycle and then just take off? The deadly hit and run happened in Midway City on Bolsa Avenue near Purdy Lane. CBS 2's Orange County reporter Michelle Geely is live with late details for us now. Michelle?
Harold, whoever slammed into Maria Torres here last night knows that they have done something horrible. This strong, hardworking woman died on the cement, thrown from her bicycle. No one stopped to help. Right now, her 3 sisters are at a mortuary planning her funeral.
Tipo persona is Maria.
Very, very good lady.
Maria Torres was known around her Midway City neighborhood as the woman on the bicycle who collected recyclables to make money. She was a senior citizen who didn't deserve to die the way she did.
Whether he was talking on a cell phone, under the influence, tuning the radio, looking over shoulder change lanes, we don't know the reason that this person was hit. And until we find that driver with the public's help or the vehicle, it's going to be very hard to put this together.
The CHP says the 64-year-old likely never saw what hit her last night along Bolsa Avenue. She was mowed down as she rode her bicycle to the store. The driver kept right on going and left Maria bleeding on the side of the road.
Nobody. There was nobody around. I didn't see anybody stopping. Even the people that were driving by didn't even stop.
Maria rented a room in this home for $100 a month. She cleaned houses and collected cans. She had no husband or children, but relatives and friends who loved her very much. They want the heartless person who killed her and never stopped to pay for what he or she has done. And back here live in Midway City at the scene of the crime, the CHP needs you to get involved. If you saw anything here on Bolsa Avenue last night around 9:45, please call. If you notice a car that has front end damage on the passenger side, report it. Someone who perhaps can't explain what may have happened last night to their car, or they can't remember what was going on with them here on Bolsa Avenue around 9:45, those people may know something. That's the latest here live in Midway City. I'm Michelle Geely. Back to you.
Michelle, thank you. 2 firefighters in the hospital tonight after falling through a burning staircase. In all, 4 people went to the hospital as flames ripped through a home in the Westlake district. The 2 other people who were burned were residents trapped on a balcony, and they had to be rescued. 2 other firefighters also slightly injured, but continued to help put out the flames. Everyone expected to be okay. Another massive fire, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The flames broke out early this morning and destroyed a 3-story building on 4th Street. Nearly 200 firefighters worked for more than 3 hours to put this fire out. Investigators say this one may have started in a bridal shop.
We're getting our first look tonight at the suspect allegedly caught on tape slapping 2 disabled men.
No comment at all.
Nothing at all?
No.
I mean, you got to admit, it's pretty brutal.
22-year-old Patrick Solis didn't have much to say to our Dave Lopez outside of Fullerton Courthouse today. The abuse at an Anaheim daycare center was captured on a cell phone camera. If convicted, Solis could spend 4 years in prison. The district attorney is trying also now to add a hate crime charge.
A dramatic 911 call just released in the family argument that ended in actor Ryan O'Neal's arrest. O'Neal says he fired a gun as a warning to his son Griffin on Saturday. O'Neal says his 42-year-old son just missed hitting him with a fireplace poker, did hit his own girlfriend, who is 7 months pregnant. And that's when O'Neal says he got out his gun. Well, we now have the call to 911 placed by Griffin's girlfriend, Joanne Berry.
Okay, what's wrong?
I got hit by something I can't see. Help me, help me. Help me.
You need to calm down so I can get the information.
Okay.
What location we need to come to.
I'm in a lot of pain. I got fucking...
Okay, calm down.
Malibu, California.
What happened? Police showed up at the house and booked Ryan O'Neal for assault with a deadly weapon and for firing a gun.
A construction worker is recovering tonight after a very risky rescue. Bertino Juarez was pinned up to his waist after a trench collapsed on top of him in the Hollywood Hills. After 2 hours, firefighters were able to get him out of there, and he's now listed in fair condition.
It was a strange misunderstanding or mix-up. It ended up to be a body that they found in La Puente. Cleanup crews removing debris from a small brush fire, and at first they thought that it was a mannequin involved in the burned brush, but later they realized it was in fact a real human body, but so badly burned it's not known if it was a man or a woman. Homicide detectives are searching the scene for clues.
New information emergency about the death of USC kicker Mario Danello. The 21-year-old is seen here on the right. And now the coroner says he was drunk when he fell down a cliff in San Pedro last month. Danello's blood alcohol level was 2.3. The cause of death is listed as multiple traumatic injuries. And there could be a big roadblock in the multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Brandy. TMZ is reporting tonight it could get thrown out. The parents of a woman killed in an accident with the singer are suing for $50 million. But under California law, unless she supported her parents, only her husband can file a wrongful death lawsuit. TMZ reports the woman and her parents have had little contact in the past 11 years.
A new report out tonight now about the plane crash that killed New York Yankees pitcher Corey Lidle in October. Lidle and his Southern California flight instructor Tyler Stanger died in October when their plane smashed into a Manhattan high-rise. Now the NTSB says neither man had drugs or alcohol in his system, but the plane's instruments were so badly damaged they may never know which man was at the controls. Flight restrictions implemented after that crash are now going to be permanent. Also tonight, charges filed in a deadly boating accident in upstate New York. The boat capsized 2 years ago and killed 20 elderly tourists. Well, now the captain and the boat tour company have been indicted on misdemeanor charges. The captain apparently was the only crew member on board, even though state law requires 2 crew members.
It's been a day of highs and lows. Highs for us, lows for the rest of the country. And just how low did it go? In Fargo, North Dakota, it was 23 degrees this morning. And that was kind of warm compared to other parts of the state where it hit 38 below.
Oh.
And it's so cold in Minneapolis. How cold in Minneapolis, Ann? School buses refused to start. Yep, at sunrise, it was 16 below. And more than a dozen schools had to cancel classes today because of bus problems or worries about kids waiting outside in the cold.
You know, when the school buses refuse to start, when it's too cold for them and they throw up their little tires and go, that's it, I'm done.
And your little kid turns into a popsicle. It's too cold.
And here we're putting on sunscreen, John.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? You can actually listen to an automobile, like a school bus, that's being started, in cold weather. Well, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start.
No.
I'm not going anywhere. So go back inside. All right, leave me alone. Hey, it's 90 degrees out there today and 88 yesterday. That was officially downtown. Other areas warming up into the 90s, and we have some clouds coming in, but that's not going to change immediately. This will be the information that we have right now. 90 downtown, Santa Monica 83 a record, LAX 84 record, Pierce College 86 a record, in Long Beach it was 86 degrees. So that 90 downtown goes into the record book. Here's some temperatures that we have for you along the coast, still into the 70s and still into the 80s, but starting to cool out into some of the valley areas, and clouds coming in. Cooler weather headed our way, so get ready. There's a change coming. What will be the change? High clouds, ocean clouds, a little bit of fog at 10 to 15 degrees, cooler over the next couple of days, and breezes below the mountain passes and also the desert area. I'll have more for you, including maybe some rain. That's in the forecast coming up.
Thanks, John. Celebrities find a new weapon to fight flab.
The best part, you get to have your muffin and eat it too. We'll go into the kitchen to show you the guilt-free secret.
And they never saw it coming. This was a bank robber like no other. We'll show you at 6.
And if at first you don't succeed, crash, and crash again. Find out which cars have just made major improvements.
And here's a look at what's hot on our website, CBS2.com, where we're always on. This is CBS 2 News at 6. We'll be right back.
CBS 2 News is sponsored in part by your local Acura dealer.
Just realize the future of our love, future of our love.
Your life, your car, connected. The Acura TSX. Acura Advance.
Mr. Big Stuff. Papa John's Grand Papa Pizza. Oh, yeah. Big on taste and 30% bigger than our regular large. Loaded with any 3 of your favorite toppings, all for just $12.99. Now that's huge. The Grand Papa Pizza with your choice of any 3 toppings for $12.99. Call or order online.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Mr. Big Stuff.
Circuit City's the place to find the latest computers from Toshiba with the new Microsoft Windows Vista operating system, powered by Intel Centrino Duo mobile technology. Stop by a store near you or circuitcity.com today to see Toshiba's huge selection of powerful notebook computers, like this Toshiba Satellite with Intel Centrino Duo and Vista Premium operating system. Now just $849.99 after $150 instant rebate.
This is the all-new CR-V, redesigned with a whole new viewpoint on styling and engineering. This is the Ridgeline, the first truck with a lockable in-bed trunk and a 5-star crash test safety rating. The Pilot, it seats 8 and has 244 horsepower. And the Element, which can reconfigure itself in 64 different ways. Honda Trucks, adding innovation to every adventure.
What better way to prove that Mercury Insurance is run by aliens from the planet Mercury than to infiltrate the organization from the inside?
So we're always looking for good people.
Well, I think I'm qualified. Except for the fact that I can't survive in temperatures above 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And I'm carbon-based. Is that going to be a problem?
Call 888-4MERCURY or visit mercurytheory.com.
A Desperate Housewives real-life wedding. Exclusive. Anna Nicole only on The Insider. Finally addressing the paternity scandal. And brave Jessica confined to a wheelchair, plus the moment she stopped breathing. Next, Insider.
Tonight at 7:30 on CBS 2. From CBS 2 Los Angeles, Ann Martin, Harold Green, Johnny Mountain with weather, and Jim Hill sports. You're watching CBS 2 News at 6.
Ford's getting a do-over. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has just retested Ford's Fusion car and its Edge SUV. Ford made changes to both vehicles and wanted new crash tests so they could get higher grades. Well, the Ford Edge now qualifies as a top safety pick, which means it has a grade of good in front, rear, and side impact tests. The Fusion also showed significant improvements.
A real bad start to the week in Northern California. People in a Fairfield neighborhood woke up to find their cars riddled with bullets. Police got word of a shooting in the area last night, but in the light of day, residents saw the damage firsthand. Officers believe the shots came from a moving vehicle.
And she's definitely not the face you'd expect to see on a wanted poster for a bank robber. An older woman, a prime suspect in a robbery at a Texas bank. This woman gave a teller a note demanding money. They think she's between 65 and 70 years old. They see salt and pepper hair here. They say she walks with a limp. I don't know, that could be a wig. Wouldn't be surprised if she was younger.
A mega cruise ship ekes out the most incredible arrival in the history of the Bay Area, and we'll show it to you ahead right here at 6.
And the Queen has Hollywood buzzing, but wait until you hear what the Queen, the monarch, thinks of the movie about her.
And the secret of super slim stars, their favorite foods fat-free. We'll show you how it all works next.
Look like good muffins. And we are flying over Southern California on a gorgeous night with a record-setting heat wave we're in right now. Johnny's got your forecast coming up. Stay with us.
America's can-do spirit. It's all around us. All this week, Katie Couric will report on people who, on their own, are taking bold steps in education, in healthcare, and in business. Good people doing great things. Don't miss our special series, The American Spirit. It all begins tonight on the CBS Evening News on CBS 2.
CBS Super Monday. Pow! Right on. First, How I Met Your Mother's got NFL legend Emmitt Smith. Then Jerry Rice goes deep on The Class.
Very cool. Yeah, okay.
Next, 2.5 Men's got Brooke Shields.
Thank you, God.
And catch David Spade in the series premiere of Rules of Engagement.
You have a thing for all women.
Not all. Okay, all.
And later, Dave's got Dr. Phil on a new late show. It all kicks off with new episodes. CBS Tonight.
I've owned Jiffy Lube stores here in Southern California for 15 years.
For 14 years.
19 years.
Our goal has always been to give you
The service you deserve.
you expect, you're entitled to.
In Southern California, we service close to 2 million cars a year.
But letting even one customer down
Is one too many.
So if there's ever anything more we can do for you,
Let us know.
because we're committed.
To delivering the best service in the business.
you have my word on it.
My word. My word.
Mine.
Can I get you fellas?
I need a big, fat, juicy T-bone steak and eggs meal. T-bone with a capital T, the big T, because I'm the T-bone man with the T-bone plan. Steak cooked medium well, eggs sunny side up, hash browns brown, and 2 hotcakes. A meal made for a man. A T-bone steak and eggs man. That's what I am. Thank you, ma'am.
Do you really have to do this every time?
Pretty much.
Waffle?
Norm's Restaurants, where life happens.
Optimum Wellness, brought to you by Ralph's.
Wellness is easy if you start with a small change, like motivating yourself to move with your mind. Ready, guys? Let's go. Focus your thoughts on your health, family, or maybe the clothes you want to fit in. Thinking about what moves you inside will inspire you to move on the outside. Wellness is a choice. Take charge of your health.
Optimum Wellness is brought to you by Sun Shower, the perfect blend of taste and nutrition. Available at Ralph's.
Tonight at 11, you're seeing some of the most brazen robberies ever caught on tape. But these thieves aren't after money. They're after OxyContin. See how far these addicts will go to get their hands on it. Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News. Chopper 2 aerial coverage brought to you by Stater Brothers, the low-price leader.
It's a new celebrity breakfast craze, low-fat, high-protein muffins that some stars swear by. CBS 2's Lonnie Rivera is live in Hollywood to tell us all about these delicious new treats. Lonnie?
Harold, I ask you, what would you choose for breakfast, a Zone protein shake or one of these muffins? It seems a lot of Hollywood celebrities are choosing the latter. One reason, they want something to sink their teeth into for breakfast.
We have oats, we have flour, and we have a protein sauce, which is protein powder, soy isolate, and we also use an egg white, which is...
Put all those ingredients together and oven bake, and voila, you've got a new Hollywood breakfast craze. They call them Zone Chef muffins.
It's 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, and 30% favorable fats.
Executive Zone diet chef Phil Andriano uses favorable fat like canola oil to make these muffins. They go hand in hand with the Zone diet. LA's Zone Chef catering service delivers and prepares these healthy meals every day. And some of Hollywood's fittest stars are munching on these muffins for breakfast. The scoop is Carmen Electra is so smitten with the chunks of protein and chocolate, she bought a month's supply. Tori Spelling digs the guiltless snacks too.
An alternative to the protein shake. This is a nice way of either having a nice breakfast or a snack.
So we took these Zone Chef muffins to the streets for a little taste test to find out what you think about this new breakfast craze. What do you think?
Pretty good, not bad. Tasty. Like, it doesn't taste like a regular muffin, but it's decent. I'd still, probably rather take a shake just because the liquid absorbs into your system faster, you know.
I don't eat that much breakfast, so it'd be perfect for me. This and a piece of fruit would be fine.
For more information on these muffins, you can go to CBS2.com to learn more about the flavors they come in. By the way, this I'm holding here, these are chocolate and oat, but they also come in apple, cinnamon, and corn muffin. Live in Hollywood, Lonnie Rivera, CBS 2 News. Now back to you.
Thank you, Lonnie. Laura Diaz is in the newsroom now to give us a peek at what's coming up on the news at 11. Laura.
Thank you, Ann. Desperate measures to support a dangerous habit. Armed robbers aren't knocking over liquor stores to support their fix. They are gunning straight for pharmacists, obsessing over OxyContin tonight at 11. Also looking for more luscious lips. Tonight, we test 2 of the most sought-out plastic surgeries. An inside look at popular fillers for that perfect pout. Tonight on the Southland's most watched newscast, the CBS 2 News at 11. Ann and Harold, back to you.
Thanks, Laura. Critics everywhere are bowing down to the movie The Queen, but what does the real Queen think about it?
I'm going to drop everything and come down to London before I attend to my grandchildren who've just lost their mother.
That, of course, is actress Helen Mirren being Queen Elizabeth. According to British reports, the real QE2 has not seen and will not see the movie about herself. The Queen, of course, the movie centers around the days following the death of Princess Diana, and a friend says that Queen Elizabeth has a difficult time even viewing video of herself, let alone a portrayal of herself by an actress. But, of course, Helen Mirren is nominated for an Oscar for being the Queen.
Well, a different Queen making a big splash in San Francisco Bay. The Queen Mary II made a very risky entrance yesterday and finally docked late last night. The ocean liner is the largest vessel ever to enter the bay. Get this, passing under the Golden Gate Bridge with a clearance of only 27 feet. A special captain was brought on board to get the ship into the harbor safely. And it's even money as to who's going to take her out.
That's a little close. Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Remember Yosemite Sam and the drawbridge? Raise it, raise it, raise it. I thought of that as it went through. Well, that gives you some idea where our mind is. It's those Santa Ana winds. It was in the 90s today. It's crazy out there. As temperatures warming up, as we had a record 90-degree day, we're checking outside, and some high clouds beginning to drift around. Now, between now and the next day or so, along our coast, which I believe you might be able to see out there, we are expecting some clouds to start developing. That's because a low is located right there, and the little trailing trough is behind it. That's where we'll see some more clouds coming in. Cool weather will be behind all of this over the next couple of days, and by Thursday, a chance of a shower. But look at today, 90 degrees, 57 the low, normal is 69 and 50. The old record was 84 degrees back in 1954, sunrise at 6:46. Change are coming our way. High clouds will be around for most of the day tomorrow. Ocean clouds developing right along the coast. 10 to 15 degrees cooler over the next couple of days, and breezes below those passes and canyons in the mountains and in the desert. So the coastal fog will be developing. Where? Well, right kind of where the ocean is, right there. Clouds will be coming in from the north. You'll be able to see that. Breezes, you'll be able to feel that below those passes and canyons. And the change is coming not only for a chance of a shower on Thursday, but also for the weekend. Yep, your Sunday looks like a little bit of rain, but we'll take them one at a time, as they say in sports. Monday on into Tuesday, notice the clouds coming in from the south, and we will experience some sunshine tomorrow, but some clouds also. Mostly sunny for the daily bulletin. 80 degrees. That's about the warmest temperature that we could find out in the valleys. And here you go. By Wednesday, we'll cool down even more. These are daytime temperatures we're talking about. Thursday, a chance of a shower, about a 30% chance of a shower. On Friday, we look pretty good. Then on Saturday, another chance of a shower coming in. But the best chance of rain runs at about 40%. That will be on Sunday, and temperatures will cool down some, getting back to about a normal 69 degrees for this time of year. But it has been joyous over the weekend. Temperatures, and today, absolutely wonderful.
Glorious.
Felt so good. Thank you, John. Well, we got a lot more ahead here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Jim Hill is here now with what's next up in sports. Jim?
Ann and Harold coming up next in pro basketball. The Lakers are in action tonight visiting the Atlanta Hawks. We'll have some early highlights for you. And in pro football, the Colts return home to a hero's welcome after winning Super Bowl 41 yesterday. That and more is next in sports.
CBS 2 News is brought to you by Singular, raising the bar.
Gravity will propel this Lexus IS over 4,000 feet in a matter of seconds. This Lexus IS will attempt to cover the same distance even faster. The 306 horsepower Lexus IS 350. So much for gravity. See your Southern California Lexus dealer.
Introducing the all-new Mitsubishi Outlander. Out everything. Everything.
I was walking down the street.
Next, E.T. Anna Nicole, the next chapter.
Why don't you want your daughter to take a paternity test?
Then your first look at Vanity Fair's Hollywood issue and a celebrity wedding. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 2.
You got to be tough to be a Super Bowl champion. You get rained on during the game, and then you freeze to death when you
go back home for the parade. But you know what? I'd do it.
Okay.
And I think, oh, absolutely. Anyone who plays pro football would be happy to do something like that. The Indianapolis Colts have returned home as the champions of the National Football League after beating the Bears last night in Super Bowl 41 that you saw right here on CBS 2. And today in downtown Indy, the Colts and their fans celebrated the victory with a championship parade, which ended with a rally at the RCA Dome because it was so cold outside. It is the first championship for the Colts franchise since the 1970 season when they played in Baltimore.
It was just a great feeling to know that we'd come through all those hills and valleys and persevered to get to our goal. It's not very often that you set that goal of winning the last game and you're able to do it. And those last 15 seconds or so, it was very, very special.
Meanwhile, in the NBA, the Lakers are continuing their long 8-game road trip tonight in Atlanta. We picked this up in the second quarter, tied at 18. Jordan Farmar connects from downtown for the three-pointer. That gives the Lakers the lead. Then here comes Kobe going to work in the lane. He gets a basket, and he also gets fouled for a change. Right now, the Lakers lead at 28-23. Complete highlights at 11 o'clock. In college basketball, the UCLA Bruins have moved all the way up to the number 2 spot in this week's AP poll, right behind the top-ranked Florida Gators. The Bruins beat Oregon State by 47 points on Saturday, but on Wednesday, they will face a much tougher challenger hosting number 19 USC.
That shows how good SC is, It shows how good a rivalry matchup has been, but, we're not surprised at all. We understand how good they are. And, not only is, on more of a rivalry aspect, but it's more of on a national level aspect because, to win this game, you got to, improve your tournament resume. We're trying to get a victory, to do that.
Finally this afternoon, according to his website, Tiger Woods will not play in the upcoming Nissan Open at the Riviera Country Club beginning February 15th. He's currently riding a streak of 7 straight PGA Tour wins, but the Nissan is the only tournament in which Tiger has made at least 3 career starts without a victory. And that is not good news for the people at the Nissan Open, and I'm sure that, attendance is going to be cut way down because Tiger won't be here.
He's trying to keep that streak alive. I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it, yes.
That's right. Still ahead at 6, a best friend even to strangers.
The incredible story of a stray dog and the victim of a car accident next.
It's Shoe Pavilion's store-wide clearance. Save an extra 20 to 60%. Like these popular boots. Elsewhere, they're $65. Shoe Pavilion's regular price is only $49.99. But this week, they're just $19.99. Shoe Pavilion. Why pay more?
Mom, these are awesome. You used to fit into these?
Total, 100 calories to help you lose weight. 100% whole grain to help keep your shape.
Hey, sweetie, I want those back.
Totally manage your weight. Try more great flavors from Total. They're totally delicious.
The Acura TL, retuned. Introducing the high-performance TL Type S. Acura. Advance.
Wiener Schnitzel presents Taste Buds in Therapy.
How long have you two been together?
25 years?
28 years, Michael.
Wow.
And how often do you enjoy a little something special?
The what?
Just doesn't get it.
Give your taste buds a little something special with Wiener Schnitzel's tasty chili cheese fries, topped with our world-famous chili and smothered in shredded cheddar, now an amazing $1.29. Only at Wiener Schnitzel, where we're pushing the boundaries of taste.
Wow! Shoe Pavilion's got the real thing. Genuine sheepskin shearling boots in great new colors. Boots like these sell elsewhere for up to $140, but at Shoe Pavilion, they're only $39.99. Shoe Pavilion. Why pay more?
A homeless dog is a hero tonight.
A German Shepherd found a Georgia woman after she crashed her car down an embankment. The dog dragged her back 50 yards to the highway so she could flag down help. The dog has been named Hero.
Oh, good dog, Hero. More than 50 people have offered to adopt Hero, and a trainer is going to see if he can make a career for this dog as a search and rescue dog.
That's some kind of story.
Yeah.
I think she wants first dibs. That's it for us at 6. Thanks for choosing CBS 2.
Have a great night.
I'm Katie Couric. How's this for climate change? Much of the country is plunged into a deep freeze as what had been a warm winter suddenly turned sub-zero.
How you doing? Welcome.
Rudy's running. America's mayor adds his name to the ever-growing list of presidential candidates. A special series, The American Spirit, remarkable people with big ideas. Tonight, free college for everyone, and that's a promise.
We will not rest until every child is educated every time.
And too many kids seeing porn on the internet. What's a parent to do?
This is the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.